Hello everyone, Raw on Gaming here with another part of the Forspoken 100% playthrough. So pretty much right now what we're really going to be doing, we're working on some spellcraft challenges. As you can see, we have Charge, Conflagration level 1, and Fire Trap. And so pretty much the name of the game in a sense for these next few is going to be getting these spellcrafts out of the way. And getting some stuff done here in the gaming world, right? So we're going to go ahead and leave the refuge now and see what's up. Um, so pretty much from here on the map, we have the different areas for the refuge. We're looking at this Rosewood Fount, which is another one of our destination locations that we're trying to get to. Some different nail designs and stuff that we can pick up, stat increases, and we're just going to see what we can really get done right now.
Are you going to read something? It's just up ahead.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it looks like we've run into another nightmare area up ahead here. So we're gonna go ahead and head back though, because I don't really feel like we're in the right place to fight this group yet. And yeah, we'll go ahead and hightail it back to the refuge for a second and then come back this way in a few.
Oh, never seen that book before.
So here I'm gonna go ahead and grab Conflagration level 2, so that way we'll be able to actually
Let's
do
see how
the
this
Killing
goes.
Nightmares challenge. I mean, since we already have a Defeat Nightmares challenge there, why not go ahead and grab it, right? So let's go ahead and go back to that nightmare area and see what we can do over here. I'm already switching over to the fire magic using the D-pad, of course, and we're just going to go ahead and shimmy down here really quickly and go meet these nightmares. Of course, I don't want to miss any mana, so went ahead and grabbed that too. Okay, so man, this is a lot of nightmares. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and dodge as many of them as we possibly can and set them up well. So see, with that conflagration, I got them in that center, and then that way, once I had enough of them in front of me, just use it once, and we've already done that spellcraft challenge. Just literally quick as heck that's done. So now we just gotta fight off the remainder. Those guys are not too bad, but it's the big ones with the long necks, like the ones that look like giraffes there, that can be a little annoying to deal with. You also have diggers, which I think they're called like ribbon claws or something like that. And those can pretty much go underground, and then when they come up, they create these huge suicide explosions. Then we have the guys up there who are floating up the little bobble balls that float, with wings. And those guys have laser beams, so you have to watch out for them too. So we're just trying our best to make sure that we don't get hit without really being prepared, just taking out the ones that are around here. To be honest, I will admit sometimes I think I play a little too defensively. I tend to jump around a lot and make sure that I'm not in a position to get easily nailed by another enemy. That has its pros and its cons, right? It's probably be faster to just go all out and just see how much damage I can put down with everything. but I tend to play fairly defensively. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it looks like it's just the last 3 left. So we'll use Blast Spear to take care of the ones that are up top, unless we decide to switch over to Phase Magic. See, you know, it's becoming difficult to hit them with the Fire Magic. So what I'm probably gonna try and do is go ahead and either get them locked in one location. Oh man, we took a bad hit on that one. So yeah, let's just go ahead and switch over to Phrase Magic and just let's take this with Earth Magic, because her magic is a lot more useful for long range hits. So we'll go ahead and lay down some Scatter Shot, take care of those like that, follow this one up. And Scatter Shot, as you can see, does a lot of damage really quickly. So it's very easy to get down to get rid of those types of nightmares. So yep, 1 shot and we're done with that. And now we have a new nail design. So yep, pretty cool there.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Let's not get careless.
Do I look stronger? Because I definitely feel stronger.
Here we go with my favorite situation, a bunch of birds. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do to take these guys out as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, one of the limitations here, right, is that you can very easily get swooped by the birds. I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me. Well, never mind. I didn't even get swooped by him. I got poisoned. So let's go ahead and kind of just work through that. We're gonna use Leech to bring our health back up. Honestly, I should probably use Aegis right now to wipe out that effect. Yeah. But yeah, you could use Aegis to get rid of that defense effect that you have there. But the thing is that I don't remember if I have done the Spellcraft challenge for Aegis yet. I'll have to check. Because then you could get the attack boost too off of it. But yeah, another way to do it too is to use Stone Screen, right? If you use Screen, then that'll also get rid of the defense lowering effect too. And you can also use, if like how I did here, where if I get an attack and it lands as a critical hit, I can also get the bonus back as well. So there are a few different ways to remove status effects depending on the situation.
Far now?
Getting closer.
Okay, and here we go with another one of my favorite evils. The Ibexes. The evil Ibexes. So these guys will of course come in and see how they hit. They hit very quickly and can close the distance on you with pretty much no regard whatsoever for your defenses. So when dealing with a set of enemies like this, you gotta set them up properly and use distance to your advantage. There's a few different ways that you can go about doing this, but what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna use some of Frey's earth attacks to kind of get our stuff kind of loaded up. You could use Prime, for example, and then have them walk into a mine. Really, I'm probably playing with them more than is necessary because I could just switch over and use Conflagration, but hey, yeah, at the same time, it's pretty cool to just try out some of the movement abilities, mess around with stuff a little bit. Just have enough fun with things. So I'm going to get some of my health back by using Tendril like that, set them up. And then after that, just kind of use Burst Shot to keep them off of me. Because the thing is that as long as you can get a good group of them in one location, Burst Shot is actually a really good way to hit them, and they're vulnerable to Frey's magic. So that's always a pretty good one to go with. So again, just making sure you stay mobile, using Tendril every once in a while if they're in a place where you can set up. You just have to remember to have enough distance when you use Tendril because of the wait time. Tendril has approximately, I think from what I've been able to tell, like about a 1 to 1.5 second lag when you activate it. So if you get caught within that lag moment, then you're going to get rammed. Because these guys can close the distance very quickly. So that's just something that you have to keep in mind. As you can see, charge doesn't really do too much damage. Fire magic is kind of not really that strong against them. And you'd have to get a side hit instead of a head-on hit with charge really for it to probably do much. Really, at this point, I could just finish him off with pretty much any move. But I'm kind of just messing around with him right now. So, yeah. Again, be patient sometimes with my fighting style because I like to have fun with them. So, it is what it is. But yeah, so there we go, and
Looks
move
like
on
the
to,
coast
of
is
course,
clear.
the next enemy set.
Let's not get careless.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get that fire trap done. So right here, you know what we did is we set him up, downed him, and then after that we just use fire trap on the downed enemy. As long as they're stuck in the fire trap, you can pretty much finish an entire section of a challenge off just by doing that for that spellcraft. So you gotta be careful with these little guys. They throw these very strong exploding bombs, and so that's one of the things is trying to chase him down. And then the way in which they run too can be annoying because you literally have to sit there and continuously try and close distance on them and make sure that they can't run away. Now I'm using Blast Spear here, but we could do this faster just using Rage Slice, but we'll build into that later because right now I'm kind of just showing and demoing Blast Slice and just messing around with it more. So yep, done there. So yeah, we just finished Fire Trap. Sorry, it looks like I was probably talking on
Just
mute
up
for a
ahead.
minute there. My bad. Y'all probably missed a good little bit of gameplay, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm sure as you could see, we fought some high-level enemies. I was trying to get some skill challenges done. We just finished the Spellcraft challenge on Fire Trap. The Syntheras are actually back. So now that we're not trying to do a challenge on them, let's see how fast we can knock them out of the park. They're so annoying to have to deal with when you're actually trying to do certain things, but when you actually have time to set up for them. So where we're here and I can set up, now let's see about fighting them, right? So those same enemies that were so annoying to deal with before, now that we can just straight up kill them, it makes it a lot easier. Let's go ahead and go up here for a second. I see mana, so I'm gonna take it. Now, let's go ahead. We'll fast travel back to this area. Reason being, we just picked up something really important. We just found some shore violets. So we can literally walk in here now. Go here, and I think it's upgrade. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm about to make a mistake. I have to actually have the Spellcraft challenge active. So let's pick it up
Oh,
again.
never seen that book before.
Because see, it saves the progress of the challenge, but you have to have it active to finish it. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the Amplify challenge again. And let's see, we can pick one more that we might want as well. There's no point in picking the vulnerable enemy challenges really right now, and that's simply because, let's do Genesis, or
This
Conflagration
looks
level
like it'll
1,
be worth
sorry.
my while.
But there's no point in picking the weak ones in a sense, or the enemy vulnerable too, because since we're fighting more strong enemies, like stronger enemies, it's going to actually take longer to chop through some of those. Especially with something like Fusillade, because it's going to have to slowly whittle the damage down. It's a long story, but again, it doesn't make sense to do those right now. So let's look at our cloak. So we're going to target the one that already has the highest magic count. So that's red magic. See, and now it switches to another resource, right? So we can just run this now, because all we need to do is get to 50.
Satisfactory work.
Bam. And we got Cuff acknowledging the fact that we did it. So now, Amplify is done. And this is how you make a super OP death level character. So of course y'all are gonna get to see that come full circle
That'll come in
more
handy.
in the next few, but right now this is just a big deal in of itself. And so let's go ahead and we'll put the rest of the shore violets for right now into purple magic. Eventually we can do this with whatever cloak we want. So I probably shouldn't overdo it with Valorous, because this is not going to be my final cloak. Let's just keep that 100. So I'm probably not going to continue to overdo it much further than this. So let's go ahead, get another Spellcraft challenge.
Anything intriguing?
So let's see. Let's pick up Rage Slice just
This
in
looks like it'll be
case.
worth my while.
Because if we can find a Rage Slice level 1, then that would be awesome. But we'll have to see if we can. If we can find something that'll make it worthwhile. Alright, so let's see where we're going from here. I think we said we were going to hit these next, so let's start heading in that direction. We won't worry about anything on this side for now. This is definitely another area that we can check out, but we're not going to prioritize those. So let's go to the Rust Guild first, and then we'll work our way back in. We'll also mark these too, because we'll need that belfry as we move this way. So the guild is all the way out here. So we'll head this way first. I'm trying to get a chance to actually use shimmy. I remember these guys. So, stone screen immediately. Make sure that you're using stone screen because they will be trying to swoop and deal damage from here. The faster that you can take out certain enemies, the better. The enemies here are extremely OP. So you want to make sure that you are kind of keeping out of range of their most damaging abilities. And I would say honestly, use the rocks here to your advantage. So really, what I'm kind of waiting on is to get enough to be able to continue to have disperse to help. Because if they're allowed to rest, then basically they just heal back, right?
Okay.
It kind of puts you in a bad spot, but you kind of don't have a choice. Because the way in which they can manage to heal, and you're kind of making it work on this kind of terrain too. The only thing you can do is try your best to get them down when you have the opportunity. Alright, now we just have that one. And there we go.
Looks like
So
the coast is
definitely a lot of jumping around, but again, at this level, even one hit from them and I would have been dead, so I couldn't take the risk. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way down. Looks like we have some
How far
Syntheras over here
Getting closer.
that we can take out. Alright.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep.
Now see, that's some foolishness right there. Why do I call that some foolishness? Because I was literally about to do a shot and he managed to close the distance fast enough to charge through the shot. So again, remember, Syntheras are evil. And so the best thing to do is to just take them out from very long range, if possible. Because they are the most broken enemies that you will probably fight, at least on land, anyway. For these guys, we can just use fire. We'll just start with conflagration. And that'll take care of the majority of them. Let's see if we can get a bead. So it looks like this is the only one that we have left. Alright. So let's go ahead. We'll continue our move toward one. Oh. Alright.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh snap. Look at this mess. Okay. Did not realize this. The other thing that's funny is when you actually try to trigger an attack, but you're not getting committance from prey, but I think that's because I'm not standing still long enough to let her cast the spell. It's probably not even her fault, that's me. Okay, so see, they wouldn't let me finish my ability there. Alright, we'll erect a crucible wall, and then we'll run outside of that wall, and then try and do it that way. Alright. Let's power up my defense. Put down a disperse. Cuff has almost come back in. Nope.
Yeah.
The sheer speed that these things can use. Like, look at this.
Yep.
Whoa, there's another one that way. Literally just got out of the same ability that we were just using there. Nope. Just straight foolishness. Alright. So we have what we need from here. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and fight that thing for what it's worth. Actually, let's go ahead and use Tendril, because I do kind of want to get some health back.
Yep.
I love how, again, I'm getting health back. The second I stop almost, I'm having to deal with the fact that I lost that health again. Move, Frey. So again, the thing that you have to deal with is the second that she uses shot, for an instant there, she is vulnerable, right? So you have to try and make sure that you're putting enough damage down in that moment to stop the enemy. So again, regardless of what people say, the game changes drastically once you add that significantly increased damage. Yeah, hard mode's not bad when you're on hard mode with no significantly increased damage level. It's feasible. But the second that you add that significantly increased damage part, yeah, good luck. Alright, now see, I'm not trying to really lock on there at the moment. So that's a Nunda. Looks as if Frey's magic is basically useless on it. That does not mean that it cannot be used to your advantage, though. Even if Frey's magic is pretty much useless, you can still at least set the creature up. Let's use Fire Trap, and I'm gonna hide for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That actually worked. Alright.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Let's not get careless.
Let's go ahead and get this chest open. Oh, this is easy.
Let's see.
while for her to open that one. Alright. Man, I just keep jumping randomly into foolishness, don't I? I really have to start paying attention.
Okay.
Alright. Wait. Why does that sound like boss music? Oh, come on. What the heck? Oh, they tripping right now. Okay. So I literally was just walking and I basically stumbled into hell mode. Like literal hell mode. I was wondering why it sounded like there was boss music out here. What on earth?
Okay.
Do not waste any energy, I'm warning you.
Not something I try to make a habit of.
Again, wasn't bothering anybody. And then all of a sudden, this is what I'm dealing with. Let me see if I can get some help. What the heck? Actually, let's use stone screen. Okay. I don't even know if bind works on these guys. Okay, it does. Cool. I'm honestly trying to figure out what on earth to use on them where I can set up fast enough. Wait, they're everywhere. Okay, this is unfair. Alright. I don't know, I feel like there's something going on that's causing them to stay around. Because it seems almost like a zombie situation. Bruh, this is insanity. And you can't even see because of the way that the nightmares. Okay.
Okay.
Nope. Again, I can't even get a chance to attack before I'm already cornered by something else right now.
Yup.
What on earth is that?
Yup.
Yeah, at this point, her grass element is the only thing that seems to make any sense to use right now. This is insane. I don't know what's going on here or what I walked into, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna just take a second to regroup.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say forget anything else. This is a situation where the only thing that I can think of here is to use scatter shot. Anything else is really setting myself up to die. Because I don't have time. And yet people say, oh, the game is easy. Huh? And now they've disappeared somehow.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Let's not get careless.
So I guess it really is a break storm where you can have a situation where I guess enemies appear out of nowhere and then they disappear in the same token? I'm so confused because that was insane. Alright, well,
Are we there yet?
now I know that that can happen. I'm not even sure what to say on that because that threw me for a
How
loop.
far now?
We're getting closer.
I guess I'll just be grateful that we managed to pull it off and survive, y'all. Alright. Lots of garlands in here.
I mean, I'm sure they had their reasons, but did they really have to do this?
Okay, I guess I have to use flow. Alright, lots of garlands.
Fuckers.
What men wouldn't do in the quest for knowledge. Right?
Yeah, the Cognizants were doing some crazily bad stuff. Alright, let's go up top. Okay, so we have a bunch of garlands now. Let's go ahead and go to the next spot. It's also interesting, again, you can tell how the nightmares are glass cannons because the amount of XP that you get for having to deal with their foolishness is just not enough. I mean, that was basically dealing with Death God level 3 foolishness, and I didn't really get much of anything out of that. Like, what, 87 XP for all of those enemies? That's a shame. Literally feels like the biggest ripoff in history. done there. We're making our way over to the belfry slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and open up the map so that we can see exactly what's around us. We're going to go ahead and take care of this cavern that's right here too. But before we take care of the cavern, we'll go ahead and get rid of what looks like a Goliath. So Goliaths are very difficult to take down, but the thing is that at least they're weak, or well, I shouldn't say weak, but they're not super strong against fire magic. They're resistant to it, but they're not super strong against it. So that means that you can at least get them down somehow in terms of damage. Now remember that you cannot afford to sit here and stand and admire the Goliath once you're laying down any damage. And they will come in on you. They will do damage to you. So make sure that you keep this in mind. If you can, try to set the Goliath up. So if you notice, it's almost like they have a modified version of shield shot that caters specifically to their ability. I'm trying to trick him into using one of his abilities on me. You can't actually knock over a Goliath, as you can see. And as you can also see, they kind of can just do their own thing. Now, we're not going to go and fight him up close. At least I wouldn't suggest it anyway. Let's see here. All right. Oh, I almost ran out of stamina there, y'all. That would have been bad. There we go. Wait, why am I not getting the XP boost? There's something else here? Where? Oh. So these enemies down here have made it their job to bother me up this way. That is sheer insanity. We'll go deal with them in a second. Definitely not about to make them my prerogative yet. Because again, we're going to go down to the cavern anyway. So I believe the way to get to the cavern is to go down here like this. Okay, it's a bunch of Varanus. Easiest way to do this is to probably set them up. Oh, they're upper level Varanus too. Alright, so I'm going to try and get out of this area and then kind of get them to corral in a specific place. Yep, nope. I thought it was going to be that easy, but no. Alright, let's go ahead, get in here. We'll try and set up in the corner. Okay. Oh. I swear that I switched to Prime. So the problem is you still have to have ample time to set Prime up. Alright. So I guess at some point I got poisoned and all of that. But at least I had a chance to get it set up properly. Most of them should be dead now. It's just that one. And we're done.
How far now?
Getting closer.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Let's not get careless.
Here it comes. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. So let's go ahead and go back in the cavern. So, lead and garland, lead and garland. So as we can see over here, a lot of rare items. Then even further back in here, so this used to be some old research lab. Yeah, definitely some old research lab. Alright, let's go ahead and head from this way over here now. We should probably be able to get to at least this Ruins of Ventus location. And then we should be able to hit the Belfry. Actually, let's target the Belfry first. We'll collect that little bit of mana. Let's go up here. Let's go this way. Okay, those are boggarts. And there's break zombies in that direction.
That's it. That's it.
All right. Okay, still going toward number 4. Well, wait a minute. Where's the Belfry, though? Belfry's over there at number 5. Let's go at number 5 first. I was going to aim a little bit higher. That's my bad. Oh, looks like we took the worst way up. Because literally over here is a ton of mana. So that's my bad, I guess.
Are we there yet?
Not long now.
Alright, so now we have this done, which of course will reveal a bunch of new areas. So now if we look here, it shows this area down here and it revealed these. We'll pretty much just lighten this area up so that we can see everything. We're not taking this detour at the moment. Instead, we're going to go pretty much straight to the Rosewood Fount. Let's go to number 4. I think we have time to beat number 4. So let's give it a shot.
Pray, stay with me.
Damn it.
Alright. We should have time, yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll basically blitz it. So let's get it moving. Lots of these enemies in here. A whole lot of them actually. I'll have to use the terrain to my advantage for sure. Ooh, and even then it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really rough. Too many of these daggone things. I hate these birds. Like, it's a shame when some doggone birds are the worst enemy that you could possibly fight. Yeah, that's just a wall. I can't even use that to my advantage really against the damn things. And see, that shouldn't even be possible for that to score me in that way. But because I'm still mid-fall, it counts. So you're pretty much dependent on stuff like this first. And there we go, I still got hit by that. Again, I'm literally getting murked by birds. It's just straight up foolishness. But yeah, I would say that the birds have to be without a doubt the absolute worst enemies in the game. Every other enemy in the entire game makes sense. The birds are broken as all get out. The fact that you basically have to pull some sniper foolishness just to be able to compete with some birds is crazy to me. Alright. Let me see if I can kind of aim down on them from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and draw the birds up. And then use stone screen to help me out as well. The fact that those things can climb too is foolishness as well.
Yep. Yep.
Again, just straight foolishness. And always remember, of course, to take off. Now see, that climb shouldn't have taken that long either. So always remember to kill your lock-on, because your lock-on can actually get you killed as well. Which is still to me bullcrap, but that's a whole other discussion. And see, then they'll run out of bounds of the attack so that they don't even have to take damage from the attack. Again, the fact that some D-level flipping birds, oh my goodness, get over there, are that doggone annoying is just insanity. Die. Alright. We may actually have a chance now, because the rest of these enemies honestly aren't even that big of a deal.
Okay.
There we go. Sheer insanity. Utter
Is it close?
insanity.
Not really, no.
Looks
All
like
right.
the coast is clear.
Let's not get careless.
So we actually finally finished off the ruins. I mean, again, y'all get to enjoy higher stakes, right? With me having these settings, this is basically taking the difficulty and ramping it to the highest possible level of nuts. Let's see here. Oh, okay, this is where the other chest is. All right. So we are done here. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here, and we will pick it up in the next one. Thank you for watching. This has been War on Gaming, and y'all have a good one.